It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight, it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks getting set to match up with the San Antonio Spurs. The opening tip won by the Bucks as we get going at beautiful new Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. Middleton to Adetokunbo. To Middleton. Not that time. Spurs have it. Five to shoot for San Antonio to Aldridge. And it's Lopez there for the rebound. And the Spurs able to clear the rebound. DeRozan with it. He'll run the offense. Brook Lopez with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
Old school equals high percentage.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Down just a couple. To Bledsoe. Giannis Antetokounmpo missed his first. That one goes.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Screen coming to DeRozan. And he stuffs it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
The Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Good look that time, but off the mark. To DeRozan. Here comes the screen. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got two shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. It's DeRozan controlling the offense. Down low, Aldridge stuffs it down with authority.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Brook Lopez. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Lays it up and in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Giannis with it up top. Down 3. Here comes the screen. Giannis for 2. Followed up. Brook Lopez with the slam.
You see, Ed, that's the advantage of growing up playing with and against a twin. A lot of fights, a lot of physicality, and controlling the glass is everything.
Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. Bledsoe with it up top. Down a point. Short jump and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Spurs in possession. LaMarcus Aldridge. 3 for 4. Good start. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. The Spurs have the lead. Good start to this one. After one quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Offensive board. Brook Lopez with a piece. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Now a drive, but the shot won't fall.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
To DeRozan. Deep two there, won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, 3 for 6 now.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
DeRozan. Oh, he had him there for a second. DeRozan to Aldridge. Count the basket inside.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Giannis shoots. Not that time. To DeRozan.
Remaining in the second quarter.
The Spurs with 4 in the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Right shot, no good.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Giannis in control of the basketball. It's a one-point game, 13-12. Shot from in close, no good. Brook Lopez. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
1 minute remaining in the second.
To DeRozan. Ah, rocking the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Giannis with it up top. Under a minute to go before halftime. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Second effort. Slams it home on the putback.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Bledsoe with the basketball. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. To Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Bucks basketball. Here comes the screen. Giannis Antetokounmpo. No good. Long key from 3/4 court. So a tie one as we reach the break in a 1-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Bucks have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Spurs aren't down by too much at the half. Offensively, when they're in the paint, they've had success. They need to keep that up if they want to take the lead in this contest. Have a look at the leading scorers for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Field goals.
This is the type of game fans want to see. Lots of great scoring with no signs of slowing down. More fireworks are sure to come after the halftime break.
Player of the half.
Brook Lopez tallied a lot of blocks in the first half and really made his presence known on the defensive end. I bet we end up seeing the opposition get even more timid around him.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
DeRozan with the basketball. His guys now down by a point. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Bucks at the controls. George Hill to Antetokounmpo. Wide open look, won't go.
And would you like to be in the lead? Of course you would, but still, I like the fact that you got an open shot. Eventually, those will start going in.
To DeRozan. Has a look. He connects. Not the guy you think is going to beat you.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. To DeRozan. Nice pass to set things up. Count it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. To Lopez. Short jumper stays out. The follow won't go either. To DeRozan. Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
DeMar DeRozan trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 82%. And he misses that one free throw. Bledsoe with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Team foul number 1. First foul.
Brook Lopez, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 78% at the line. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. To DeRozan. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for San Antonio. DeRozan buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Nothing going here on that drive. Greek Freak for 2. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
To DeRozan. Screen coming. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And remember, Ed, they trailed at the halftime. This is not the same team that we saw in the first half. Playing with a new zest for life, apparently.
To Adetokunbo. Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. LaMarcus Aldridge sends it away. That's his 3rd block this evening.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Able to convert inside.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Milwaukee with the basketball. To Middleton. Hill. The pass set it all up.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Nothing going here on that drive. DeRozan with a shot, no good. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. 3rd quarter comes to an end. The Spurs have the lead. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. The third quarter was a disaster. Remember, they led at halftime, and now they find themselves down big.
And when things get bad, they get bad in a hurry. But you have to remember, this is a game of runs. They had theirs, now it's time for yours.
San Antonio with the basketball. And counted at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Giannis with it up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Bledsoe. Middleton. Can't miss those. Down low, Aldridge. The jumper's off the mark. Bledsoe with the basketball. Down 8. To George Hill. Middleton. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First try at the line, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Down low, Aldridge. And he finishes at the rim.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Eric Bledsoe, not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
DeRozan with the basketball. Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
George Hill to Adetokounmpo. To Hill. Adetokounmpo, and he buries it.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
DeRozan. Here comes the screen. DeRozan with a shot that misses. Middleton to Bledsoe.
1 minute left in the fourth.
Lopez to Adetokounmpo. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Adetokounmpo, open look. DeRozan's got the board. Short jumper off the mark. Now a whistle. Now we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee. But this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence.
Hey everyone, check this out. The first 1,000 fans in our next home game will receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
Hill to Adetokunbo.
Hey, watch this screen left.
The rebound taken by San Antonio. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
Two for two on that trip. Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. George Hill. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Doesn't have it. And a putback slam. And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game. Nope. First one does not go. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Spurs who are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey, everyone. It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Spurs came away with the victory in this one. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group. And that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the San Antonio Spurs. The Bucks didn't get the victory they wanted here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, You could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game stats. Player of the game.
DeMar DeRozan could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball, it looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.